I'm Jennifer Danielle, and welcome to the Jen Danielle Experience. Now, my goal is to get you guys ready for travel, especially solo travel this summer. And so I am sharing tips every week on things that I've learned in my journeys that you can apply to your life. So today we are talking all about luggage. Now, I know that some people are team carry-on and can manage to pack just one little carry-on and have 7-8 day trips. That ain't me. So I am going to share my best tips for traveling with luggage. So be sure to hit that like button, be sure to subscribe if you haven't, and let's get into this video. Alright guys, welcome back. So I'm going to try to keep these in order of what you need to do leading up to the airport and leading up to your travels. So tip 1 is to choose distinctive luggage. So if you guys have seen when you check luggage, it's going around the carousel. Some people just see a luggage that looks like theirs and pick it up. I can attest to this because this has happened to me before. Last year when I went to Essence Fest, somebody actually picked up my luggage and took it with them. I'm going to get into how I got it back and how I knew where it was at all times, but this happens more often than you think. So you want to choose luggage that stands out and doesn't look like the normal luggage. So you don't want to choose something like plain and black. If there's any way that you can choose a suitcase that has like a lot of flowers on it, or it's like a strange color or has something unique to it, that is going to help. Now, I've heard of people like tying strings on theirs, which I think that's a great idea in a way to make your suitcase stand out, but I have heard of issues of it getting caught in like the conveyors and there being issues which causes your suitcase to get pulled off of the conveyor, which is a whole nother issue. So you want to choose designs on your luggage if you can that are unique. My next tip is to always pack at least one outfit and your essentials in your carry-on or whatever you're taking with you on the flight. So in the event that your luggage gets lost when you check it, you want to always have at least one change of clothes, some comfortable shoes or whatever you need to get through maybe the first or second night with you, just to ensure that you're covered. Now, this is something that I did not start applying until later on, and I'm so glad I figured this out because, like I said, I've lost the luggage before. I had a luggage that disappeared for a little while, and all I had was the items in my carry-on, which were luckily enough to get me through the first couple days of this trip that I went on. But yeah, you definitely want to pack like one pair of underwear, some of your essentials like your toothbrush, your soap, what else would be good to put in there? Like one full change of outfit. If you're wearing flip-flops, you want to put some tennis shoes in there. And of course, this can be in a carry-on that flies with you for free, depending on the airline that you're going to, or it can be a tote, which I typically carry a tote now. So you definitely want to do that. So now you have your distinctive luggage and you know to carry some items with you in the event that your baggage is lost or delayed. So next, what you want to do is purchase one of these. So this is an AirTag. And if you have an iPhone, you're probably familiar with the Find My iPhone feature. And so what you're able to do is sync all of your items so that you can look in your cell phone under the app and see exactly where they are. So if you have one of these and you place it inside of your luggage, after of course you've set it up on your phone, you'll know where your luggage is and be able to track it at all times. So this actually has not been used by me yet. As you guys can see, I haven't opened it. I got it from Christmas from my sister, so shout out to her for picking out something so awesome. But what happened to me was when I was at Essence Fest last year, my iPad was in my luggage, and who wants to lose their entire freaking iPad? So I hardly ever travel with my iPad, so it didn't dawn on me until later on that it was in my luggage. And when I opened up Find My iPhone, I was able to see that my luggage and the iPad were traveling. So the good thing is somebody had just accidentally picked up my luggage at the airport and taken it with them, and they brought it back later on that night. So I did end up getting everything back and nothing was missing. But it was still extremely scary. So it's good to keep one of these with you and keep it synced on your phone so that if something were to happen to your luggage, you can identify where it is, or at least, tell the police where it is if it was stolen. So point 4, if you are traveling with checked luggage, you want to get to the airport early. There is a cutoff for when they will even accept your luggage when you're trying to get it checked. So and logically, just think about it. Like if you were trying to get to the airport at the last minute and they're trying to get your luggage onto the flight that you're on, Like, I feel like you run more risk waiting to the last minute and them rushing to try to get your luggage on that flight. It's a good chance it could miss it. So I always recommend getting to the airport 2 hours before your flight, no matter what. I'm in Atlanta, and so sometimes that 2 can be 3, or you may even need to get here 4 hours early. But you definitely want to get to the airport early, because I don't remember exactly what that cutoff is. It may be like an hour. Like, I feel like it's like an excessive amount of cutoff. So if you don't get to the airport early, they will not put your luggage on that flight. So if you are flying with those check bags, definitely you want to plan to get there early. You want to do everything possible to make sure that your luggage is on your flight. All right, guys, so we have reached the final tip. And the final tip is, if you are responsible and you have the credit for it, you can get a flight credit card and do what's called point hacking. And so I have a Delta credit card. I typically fly Southwest because it tends to be the most cost efficient, and the times usually work with where I'm going. But I have a particular trip coming up where I have to fly Delta in order to get a certain time. And I think that their experience is top tier, and they're one of my favorites. And of course, with me being in Atlanta, they're headquartered here, so every flight, they go everywhere from here. And most flights stop here as layovers. But what I was able to do was get that Delta American Express credit card, and every time that I have a bill, I charge it onto that card and then pay it off at the end of the month. And what that does is gives me points to apply towards future flights. And so I know most recently I booked a flight where I want to say the flight was like $300, and I had 10,000 points on my account that I had accumulated. And so I used that 10,000 points towards my flight. It wasn't enough to pay for the entire flight, but it took $100 off of my flight. So pretty significant, big difference, and it's something that you don't have to pay for. So it's an awesome option if you have that ability. And I know Southwest has their own flight credit card, which I have that one as well, since they are the airline that I tend to use the most. And they had actually a welcome bonus where if you charge $3,000 in the first, I want to say it was like 3 months, they gave you 70,000 points. And those points can be used for flights. And so that 70,000 points, like, I'm using them right now. I have not paid for a flight this year yet, and I have at least 4 trips planned for later on this year. And so trips usually range from like 6,000 to 10,000 points. And so, you know, of course with Southwest, you can book one way. And so you're able to get that money off or fly for free. So definitely a great option if you are checking bags, if you're flying. A great way to get your flights free, bags free, and everything else. We have reached the end of this video, and I hope you enjoyed these tips and they help you with checking luggage on your upcoming flights. If you like this video, be sure to hit the subscribe button, hit the like, drop a comment. Let me know what tips you guys want next, because I want to do this as a weekly series. If you enjoyed this information and want to support my channel, please check out my list of travel hacks guide, which is going to be down in the description. Check the description, shop there, get in contact with me on Instagram, and that is all for this video. I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Peace.